Let us chant the Gita Mahatmya. Gita Shastramidam Punyam ya patet prayata puman Vishnu padam avapnoti bhayashokadi varjitaha. Gita dhyan shilasya pranayama parasya cha neva santi papani purvajanma kritani. Maline mochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine sakrit Gitam vasi snanam samsara malanashanam. गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किं मन्ये शास्त्रविस्तरे स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्मात् विनिश्रिता भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्ताद्विनिश्रितं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दना पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्र गीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्मापि एकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। मंगलाचरण। अज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। So Mataji, are you joining? Okay. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीयतिभक्तिधीरानां दामोदरति नामेति शिवभक्तितीर्थस्य गुणभावानुवर्तने सर्वदा सर्वभक्तानां सर्वरक्षप्रदायिने कृष्णगौराङ्गकाय श्री सर्वदा प्रभो नित्यानंद कृपामूर्ते प्रणमामि पुनः पुनः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। Alright, so we were discussing the topic of transcendental knowledge or Divya Gyan.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, in Gita Mahatmya, the 7th stanza,
Yes.
can we discuss its meaning? Eko mantra Satyanamani.
Yes, I'll quickly tell you the meaning. So, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. Let there be one scripture. Yes, the Gita spoken by Devaki Putra, because there are many Geets. In the Bhagavad Puran you find a Rudra Geet also. In the same Bhagavad Puran you find a Uddhav Geet also. Right, so there are many such Geets, but let the Ekam Shastram that can satisfy the whole world, that can fulfill the needs of the whole world, just let that Shastra be the Devaki Putra Gitam. the Gita, which is spoken by Devaki Putra. Who is Devaki Putra?
Lord Krishna.
Yes, Devaki Putra is Lord Krishna. Okay. Let there be one worshipable person. And who is that? Devaki Putra. Okay, if we have to choose just one person, we have to read just one scripture. Let us read the Bhagavad Gita. That is what it. So they are placing the Bhagavad Gita. They're basically showing how important the Bhagavad Gita is. That if we read the Bhagavad Gita, then we don't need to read any other scripture, so to speak. Okay, that is how important the Bhagavad Gita is. Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. If you worship Krishna, then you don't need to worship anyone else. That is how important the form of Krishna is. Yes, amongst all the Devi Devtas and all the forms of Bhagwan, this form of Krishna is very important according to this shloka. Eko Devo, if you have to just choose one personality to worship, let that worshipable personality, okay, be Devaki Putra. Eko mantras tasya namani yani. Let, if you have to chant any mantra, let that mantra be the names of Lord Krishna. Tasya namani yani. Let it be his names. Yes, because in kaliyuga, the best form of worship of God is through chanting the names of Viṣnu. Okay, this has been told in many scriptures. Yes, many scriptures, that for kaliyuga, the best sadhana, if you actually want to become self-realized, okay, it is not going to the Himalayas and meditating or living in the forest as an ascetic or anything. The best sadhana for the age of kaliyuga is chanting the names of Lord Vishnu. So, eko mantras tasya namani yani. Let there be one mantra for the whole world, for anyone who wants spiritual realization, and let that mantra be the chanting of Lord Krishna's holy names. Yes, and karmapi ekam dasya devasya seva. And let there be one duty for the whole world. Let there be one karma for the whole world, and that is the service to Lord Krishna. This is what this shloka means. So this shloka is basically showing us how important the Bhagavad Gita is, how important the worship of Krishna is, how important chanting the names of Krishna is, and how important serving Lord Shri Krishna is. Just like in the lecture that was recorded, lecture that was playing, that had the same theme, right? That chanting is so important in this age, and the most effective process, and how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us that process. Yes, that fine looking Prabhu?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So we were discussing the topic of transcendental knowledge, yes. And yesterday we discussed again two very important shlokas. One was Bhagavad Gita 4.34. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. That how do we actually learn the truth? How do we actually learn about spirituality? How do we actually learn the difference between right and wrong? Yes, in spiritual terms, according to the Bhagavad Gita. Very important. This shloka must be remembered and kept in our minds. Okay? Very important shloka of the Bhagavad Gita. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. It's a memorization verse. We should try to memorize this, okay? Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Okay? So here Krishna has destroyed all the people who like to say that, oh, I don't need a guru to become self-realized. Krishna is clearly stating that you should try to learn the truth by doing what? By approaching a spiritual master. Alright? Inquire from him submissively. Okay? Not in a challenging spirit. We inquire from him submissively that, oh, please. Means we become very humble. Okay? We don't have the pride of, I know. I already know. Knowing is nothing. For a spiritualist, knowing is nothing. You can know the all the four Vedas you can know, but you might still be, drinking alcohol and eating meat. Okay, so do you actually know anything? No, you don't know actually anything. All right, it should show in your behavior, it should show in your realization. You might know all the four Vedas, all the Puranas, all the Itihasas, everything, but little bit someone says something to you and you become angry, you become ready to kill that person, or beat that person. So what is the use of knowing? There's no use of knowing when it comes to spirituality. There is use of realizing and applying. There's no use of knowing doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, you just just by at the time of our death, Yamraj will not say, oh, he knew a lot of scripture, so let's send him to heaven, or let's send him to Vaikuntha. No, he will punish us more. Oh, he knew so much, but still he acted in this way. He is the fit person to be given punishment. Okay, understanding? Those who sin in ignorance, they can still be excused. Yes, but those who sin even after knowing, is there any excuse for them? There is no excuse for such a person. Okay, no excuse. So knowing is not enough. We must do, we must apply, we must realize. And how will we realize? Without the grace of a guru. Okay, try to understand. Without the grace of a guru, no realization will come. Okay, no realization will come without the grace of a guru. Unless we submissively inquire from a guru and render service unto him. Okay, submissive inquiry and rendering of service, very important. Okay, very, very important. So these two things we have to do: inquire submissively and render service. All right. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So because they know the truth. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Okay, so because they have seen the truth, so they can impart the knowledge directly to you. Okay, they can impart the knowledge directly. So this process, it happens from the heart of the guru to the heart of the disciple. The guru can quickly elevate the disciple to the same level that he is, but the disciple has to inquire submissively whatever are your doubts, whatever are your spiritual questions, and disciple has to render service to the guru. So these points are very important. How can one find a guru? Very good question. So Mataji, to find a guru, very first thing is we should pray to Krishna. Okay, because Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. Okay? Krishna is Jagat Guru. Krishna is the guru of the entire Jagat, entire moving, non-moving things. He is the guru of everything. Jagat means something that is moving. Okay, that is the meaning of Jagat. And Krishna is Jagannath. He is the Lord of all the moving things, all the moving beings. Yes. And Krishna Vande Jagat Guru, it says in the scripture that Lord Krishna is the guru of the whole universe, of the whole Jagat. Yes. So one very important thing that helps in finding a guru is that we pray to Krishna. We pray to Krishna that Krishna, please show me where the pure devotees are, who can lead me to your lotus feet. One thing is prayer. Second thing is that we make the effort. If we know that some guru is coming to a city, we go there and we try to see, am I inspired? Am I inspired by this person? Am I inspired to follow this person? Can this person lead me back to Godhead? Can this person lead me to Vaikuntha? Can this person lead me to God? Can this person make me God realized? We try to see. And if we get little inspiration, then we try to see, okay, today he was in New York. Tomorrow he is going to Dallas, and it's a weekend, and probably I can also go, and I can be there. I can be there with him, and I can take more of his association. Okay, once you've narrowed down on a few personalities, yes, who you feel inspired by, who have the strength of character and the strength of realization, very important. Okay, So they should be self-realized. So you have to figure that out, how to see that they're a self-realized person. If you see yesterday's class, if you watch the recording, so in that we discussed what are the characteristics of a person who can be accepted as a guru. Okay, so you can watch the recording in detail. So we spend more time with them, and then we see, okay, I'm really inspired. Then we tell them, okay, please, can I receive initiation from you formally? Can I receive Guru Diksha from you? And then that bond becomes deeper. And whenever we get the time, we try to be where they are. Yes, we try to go wherever the guru is going. Try to spend more time with them. We try to learn from them, right? Just like in February 18 to 28, we are all going to Mayapur. Yeah, and His Holiness Bhakti Dev Damodar Swami Maharaj will be there. So you'll get his association. So, and in any case, the association of pure devotees is very purifying, very purifying. If you are in the association of these great, learned, realized souls, even for a moment, the Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastra Koe, Lava Mata Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoye. That Sadhu Sang, Sadhu Sang, Sadhu Sang. The association of devotees, association of devotees, association of devotees, Sarva Shastra Koe. All the scriptures declare. Lava Matra. What is love? What is love Matra? Love is a unit of time. Does anyone know? Love is 1/11th of a second. Okay? 1/11th of a second. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Okay? Even if you take the association of a sadhu for 1/11th of a second, you will gain everything. Okay? Sarva Siddhi Hoy. You will gain everything that you're looking for. Alright? So this way you try to form the relationship. Okay, we also need to come out of this online world. You're most welcome, Mataji. We need to come out of this online world, and we need to join for these yatras. We need to come to these holy places, and when we go to the holy places, we need to hear from the sadhus who are there and see, okay, I feel inspired by this person, I feel inspired by this person. Yes, I mean, you can even feel inspiration from someone if you're online, but better to meet them, better to be with them, for some time. It will really help, really helps. This persona is like, let's say, for example, me. Now you're saying I'm giving you lecture on Bhagavad Gita, telling you various things. Some of you might assume that I am very this thing, very elevated person or something, but nothing like that. You have to come and live with me and see like how I act, how I behave throughout the day. Yes, then you can realize that, oh, he's actually like this, or is he better, even better, or maybe not so good. Okay, like that. So same way for guru, you go and be around them for a substantial number of days, for a substantial time, and you will realize who they actually are. Okay, you can see. Yes, just like, I'll repeat this example, just like His Holiness Bhakti Dev Damodar Swami Maharaj. So he, for the 10 years I have known him, he always sleeps by 9:30 or so and gets up by 12:30 a.m. Okay, he sleeps by 9:30 p.m., gets up by 12:30 a.m., then gets ready by 1 a.m. From 1 a.m. till morning 4:30, continuously he chants. Continuously. Okay, can you imagine? We cannot do like that. Okay, but because self-realized souls don't have that much of a need for sleep, they don't have that much of a need of food and all also. Yes, because they are running on spiritual fuel, spiritual energy. Okay, then every day for the past 40 years he has never been sleeping in the Brahmurat. Can you imagine? Never ever. Even when he has been sick, he has woken up in the Brahmurat. And then for the next 1.5 hours he dresses up his deities. He has small deities of Shri Radha Sham Sundar. Maybe I can show you guys. So he dresses his deities for the next one, one, 1.5 hours, and then whole day he's helping devotees. For the whole day he's helping the devotees. So this way you see that see the strength of character. Okay, you see the strength of character in these personalities. So these are his Radha Shyam Sundar and Lalita Vishaka, and he does this dressing every day by himself. Even the pagadi is made by using various cloths and things every single day. So you see how these things are, and he has followed the same schedule for the past 40-45 years, and for the 10 years I have personally seen. Yes. So you see that there is such people exist. That's the point. Okay, such people exist. Okay, 1.5 hours it takes every day to dress Shyam Sundar like this, put the garlands and everything. And it's not just Shyam Sundar, Lalita Vishaka are there, and then Giriraj ji is there. Yes. And then you see Balram, Krishna, and Damodar also there, and everyone needs their own turban, right? So this turban is freshly tried every day. It's not like you tie it once a month and then you forget him, and then dust is accumulating on the deity for 1 month. Then you come back 1 month and then change the turban. No, every day, every single day. Yes, every single day. Narsimhadev, Shaligrams. So they need to be massaged with oil every single day. Okay, that also takes around 30 minutes. All the Shaligrams need to be massaged with oil. So he does that every day. Okay, why I'm telling? I'm trying to give an example of how these great souls live their lives. All right. So, and he's not even an Indian. He's from Africa. He was the first sannyasi from Africa. Okay. So right now he's in Mauritius. So there is some program there. Yes. Yes.
Prabhuji, one
Yes.
doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
when devotees travel from one place to another, do they take the deities along with them?
Of course.
Since he is in Mauritius.
Of course. Cannot abandon them, na?
But then, sir, Prabhuji, Maharaj has a very busy itinerary throughout. Then he constantly keeps traveling, spreading Harinam.
He never misses DT Seva. He never misses Japa. He never gets up beyond 1 a.m.
Got it. Thank you.
You will see. You are coming to Mayapur na, in January. You will see for yourself.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You'll
Sure.
see with your own eyes. Your eyes will pop out. Okay. So the point I'm making, because you asked that question, so you see the strength of character that these people have. Okay, and he's not the only one. There are many people like that I have met. Okay. And by our good fortune we get to spend 3 to 4 months every year with him. Okay. So so you have to see like who inspires you, and you have to also see, are they actually who they seem to be. Okay, who they seem to be. Okay, so one has to be little careful, but one also doesn't have to be so careful that, oh, I'll just hold myself back completely and not try to surrender to any guru. One has to. Yes, one has to. So it's very good that Sushant Prabhu, Avik Prabhu, Sahibdeep Prabhu, Lokendra Prabhu, you're all coming to Mayapur in the month of February. So you will see these things for yourself. Okay, you will see these things for yourselves. Those of you who are not coming, they can plan. They can plan for the later upcoming trips. Okay. Sorry, I guess I lost the connection. All right. Any more question anyone has? All right. So, yes. Then we saw this other shloka. Yes. यस्य देवे परा भक्तिर यथा देवे तथा गुरो तस्याइते कथिता हि अर्थः प्रकाशन्ते महात्मनः. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master are all the imports of the Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. So if you have as much faith in Guru as you have in the Lord, okay, then the secrets of the Vedas are revealed to you automatically. Yes, we saw one more song. Shri Guru Charan Padma. Yes, again very important. Very important song. Yes, Shri Guru Charan Padma Keval Bhakti Sadma Bandhu Muye Savadhana Mate जहार प्रसादे भाई ए भव तोरिया जाए कृष्ण प्राप्ति होए जहा होए ते गुरु मुख पद्म वाक्य चित्त कोरी बो क्या और ना कोरी हो मने आशा श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा. Very important. चक्कुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति जहा होते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेदे गाय जहार चरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना हा प्रभु कोरो दोया देहो मोरे पद छाया एबे जश कुशक त्रिभुवाना. Read the translation. Shri Guru Charan Padma Keval Bhakti Sadma. The lotus feet of the Guru are the abode of devotion. Let me serve them with lot of care, lot of affection, lot of carefulness. Jahar prasade bhai e bhav toriya jai. If the Guru gives us mercy, we can cross this ocean. What does bhav mean? Bhav means the cycle of birth and death. Okay. E bhav toriya jai and Krishna prapti hoye. You break the cycle of birth and death, and after you break the cycle of birth and death, you attain to the lotus feet of Shri Radha Govinda. Shri Radha Krishna. Okay. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Koribo Akya or na Koriho Mane Asha. Let the instruction of the Guru be my heart and soul. Okay. And let there not be any other hope. Let there not be any other thing that is there in my mind. Okay. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aishe Uttama Gati. If I am attached to the lotus feet of my spiritual master, yes, then I will attain the ultimate destination. Okay. Let me be hopeful to receive his mercy. Chakkudan dilo jai janme janme Prabhu se. You get the donation of these eyes. Get eyes. What kind of eyes? The spiritual eyes with which you can have spiritual realization. Birth after birth. Okay, you get the donation of these eyes. Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. And this Divya Gyan, this transcendental knowledge that we need to attain, it illuminates from within the heart. Okay, you don't have to put extra effort for it. You just have to follow the instructions of the Guru and receive the mercy of the Guru. That's all. Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite. Prema Bhakti is basically a very elevated stage of Bhakti. Okay, very, very elevated. So we are doing Sadhan Bhakti, then there is Bhava Bhakti, and then there is prema bhakti. Alright, so prema bhakti is the most elevated stage of bhakti. We are all at the lowest stage, which is sadhan bhakti. Okay, so prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasha jate. So all ignorance will be destroyed. Why does anyone suffer? Because of ignorance. Okay, avidya. We suffer because of avidya, because we don't have the right knowledge. That is why we suffer. Alright, we'll have a detailed discussion on that. I'm not going too much into depth at this point. Yes, but wherever there is prema bhakti, this avidya gets destroyed. So when we come in contact with such a guru who has prema bhakti in his heart, okay, then at that time the avidya gets destroyed. Our ignorance gets destroyed and we become very blissful. And the Vedas sing of the character of such a guru. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru, he is the ocean of mercy. And he is the friend of the fallen persons. He is the friend of the fallen people like us. Yes. Loknath Lokera Jivana. So, the person who wrote this song, his guru's name was Loknath. So, he's declaring, O Loknath Goswami, you are the life of the entire world. And in a sense, these sadhus are actually the life of the world. Because if there were not sadhus in this world, then this world would be a very dark place. Okay, the sadhus are there and they keep the world, they maintain the sanity of the world. Ha ha Prabhu Korodaya. Now he is praying, oh my Lord, please be merciful on me. Yes, oh my Gurudev, please be merciful on me. Give me the shelter of your lotus feet. I am scorching in the sun, in the heat of material life. So please give me the shelter, the shade of your lotus feet. Ebe Jash Ghushak Tribhuvana. May your glories be known across all the three worlds. So this is the prayer. Right? This is known as the song Shri Guru Charan Padma, also known as Guru Vandana. Alright? So this is the importance of accepting a bona fide guru. Yes, and those of you who want to know the characteristics of such a guru can go back to the session we had yesterday, and there we have discussed that at length. Yes, any question at this point or any discussion points? All right. Yes, Sudhanva Prabhu. Are you typing something? Okay. Okay, you type it. Meanwhile,
I'll just speak here itself.
yes.
So with time, the number of gurus in between Lord Shri Krishna and the devotee, it keeps increasing. So is there an effect of that, or how do we interpret that?
So it's good, na? Population has increased, so we need many gurus. Because guru should give personal attention to student. It should not be like guru is there and he's there somewhere and disciple is somewhere, no connection. Guru should give personal training, personal attention. That's very important. Good to have good number of gurus in kaliyuga.
Okay, no, my question is the lineage becomes very long.
Oh, okay. That doesn't matter. You're still connected.
That doesn't matter.
You're still connected. Okay. All right. So now we will talk about sampradāya. There are 4 main sampradāyas, or unbroken disciplic succession, descending down through important ācāryas or spiritual teachers. Now again, like we discussed, the guru who we choose should be Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. Okay. Shrotriyam means he should have heard from his guru. Okay. That means by simple logic that his guru should have also heard from his guru, and his guru's guru should have also heard from his predecessor guru, like that, right? So this chain, unbroken chain, ends at Lord Krishna. Okay, because Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. Lord Krishna is the guru of the entire world, entire Jagat. Right? So this is also something very important thing to check. Is the guru who I am following in an unbroken disciplic succession which leads up to Lord Krishna. Okay, so that is very important. All right, now there are 4 such sampradayas which are active today. Okay, mainly there are 4. There might be little bit here and there more hidden ones, but these are the 4 who are uh, authentic and we know about them. All right, these are also the main schools of thought in Vedic tradition. Thus, a person should belong to or should be part of one of these sampradayas if she is going to be considered authorized in his Vedic teachings or practice. This has been corroborated in Gārga Saṁhitā as Vāmana, Brahmā, Ananta, Śeṣa, and Sanaka Kumāra will appear as Brahmanas by the order of Viṣnu for the preservation of eternal righteousness in kaliyuga. Okay, so Viṣnu Swami, Madhvācārya, Rāmānuja, and Nimbāditya will appear respectively as portions of Vāmana, Brahmā, Ananta, Śeṣa, and Sanaka Kumāra. Okay, try to understand Vāman Dev, Brahmaji, Ananta, Śeṣa, and Sanaka Kumāra. They have appeared as Viṣnu Swami, Madhvācārya, Rāmānujacārya, and Nimbāditya or Nimbarkacārya. These 4 saviors will be the establishers of 4 authorized and empowered spiritual channels of disciplic succession in the period calculated from the reign of King Vikram. Yes, King Vikram in 54 BC, subsequently through 4,32,000 cycles of year cycle of Kaliyuga. These 4 authorized and empowered spiritual channels of disciplic succession are to be fully accepted by all beings. As any word combination of words or formulation of sound frequencies invoked or addressed, audible or inaudible, secret or revealed, ancient or contemporary, outside their auspices, prove to have absolutely no efficacy. Okay, understanding? These are the 4 authentic sampradayas with which we should be connected with. Okay, you can accept a guru in any sampradaya, but anything outside these sampradayas, according to Gārga Muni in the Gārga Saṁhitā, will not have much efficacy, or here he says no efficacy. Okay, means it will not be effective. All right, so let us read about these sampradayas. All right, the 4 sampradayas and their main philosophical ideas can be summarized as follows. So the Śrī Sampradaya was promulgated by Sri Rāmānuja. Who is Rāmānuja? Have you heard this name before? At least, if you have heard, maybe you can raise your hand. Yes, you have heard this name. Very good. Okay, because nowadays people just know names of Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma. Okay, so you should know names of people who are actually helpful. Okay, we chant name of Virat Kohli, then Yamraj will come and punish us. But if we chant name of Rāmānujacārya, Madhvācārya, then we will gain some piety. We will gain some pious credit. Okay, so you should know names of yeah. Okay, so Śrī Sampradaya promulgated by Sri Rāmānuja in the 12th century. So who is Rāmānuj? Who is Rāmānuj? Like when you say Rāmānuj, who is the Anuj of Ram? Who is the Anuj, younger brother of Ram? Lakshman, yes. So Rāmānujacārya was the incarnation of Lakshman or Ananta Śeṣa. Here it said, right? Vāman, Brahmā, Ananta Śeṣa. Yes? So he was the incarnation of Ananta Śeṣa. Alright? Or Lakshman, we can say. Alright? In the 12th century AD, and he advocates the doctrine of Vishishtadvait, simultaneous oneness and difference between God and his energies. I'm not going in too much detail. Okay, it will take at least 10 to 20 sessions to explain what is Advait, what is Vishishtadvait, what is Dvait, what is Achintya Bheda Bhed. Okay, we are not going into the philosophical details of it. Just try to understand it on face value as of now. Okay, because we need to cover many things, so we're not going into too much detail into these as of now. All right, but if you're interested, there's a 8-part series by one devotee. I can share it with you, so you can watch that. Okay. Simultaneous one. So the philosophy is simultaneously you are one with God, and simultaneously you're different from God. Okay, like that. And the origin of this sampradaya is from Lakshmi. Alright, the origin of this sampradaya is from Lakshmi Devi. So this is the Sri Sampradaya. And so in today's time, there are also many famous people who are from this sampradaya. Alright. You once told Balramji's manifestation of Lord Krishna. Yes, Balram is also a manifestation of Krishna. So, Jagat Guru Rāmabhadracārya. Okay, so he is from the Shri Sampradaya. Okay, you might have seen him. He's pretty famous. He's blind, but he remembers everything from the Ramayana since the age of 6. Okay, so so he's from the Sri Sampradaya. So when you see this tilak, this is the tilak of the Sri Sampradaya. Okay, so people who follow in the Sri Sampradaya, they put this tilak. Alright, so the tilak I have put, this tilak is from the Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay, this tilak is from the Gaudiya Sampradaya because I follow Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Okay, which is the best form. Okay, why? We'll tell you a little later. Okay, so this is from Sri Sampradaya. Okay, similarly, Nimbarkis will have their own tilak. Yes, Madhvācārya's tilak is also a little different. Okay, if you see Madhvācārya, so so followers of Madhvācārya, they will put this kind of tilak. Okay, so each sampradaya can be recognized by their tilak and many other things. Even the philosophy is a bit different. Okay, alright. So okay, so the first sampradaya, can you give the name of the sampradaya? What was it?
Shri
Sri Sampradaya. What was the name of the ācārya?
Rāmānuja.
Yes, and who founded that sampradaya?
Goddess Lakshmi.
Yes, Lakshmi Devi. Very good, very good. You're attentive. Very good. Alright. Then we have Brahma Sampradaya. Yes, we have Brahma Sampradaya. So, who founded this sampradaya? This is said to have originated from Brahmaji. Yes, whose main exponent is Madhvācārya. Madhvācārya is one of the most famous and the most prolific, very strong ācārya who took birth in Pajak Kshetra, okay, also known as Sri Parshuram Kshetra. It was so this entire state of Kerala. Do you know why it's so beautiful? Because it was Lord Parshuram. So it was a portion that was under the water, but Lord Parshuram with his axe, he brought that entire Kshetra out from the water. So it's literally God's own country in a sense. Okay, it's not just you know it's not just an advertisement. It's literally God's own country. Okay, that is why if you how many of you have ever been to Kerala? No one? It's actually really beautiful, really beautiful. Like so first time I went on a bus. So at night I closed my eyes, and when I opened my eyes I was like, oh, I must be in some celestial kingdom. It was so beautiful. Really, it was very beautiful. The backwaters and the mountains and everything, it's really beautiful. And the temples, and the people are also very hospitable. Yes. So it's literally, I'm telling you, it's God's own country because Parshuram with his axe, he got it out of the ocean. Okay. So Madhvācārya was born in this Kshetra, which Parshuram had gotten out of the ocean in a small place known as the Pajak Kshetra. Alright. So Madhvācārya was a very strong ācārya. Yes, Adi Shankaracharya was also born in a place known as Kaladi in Kerala. Yes, and even Rāmānuja was from Tamil Nadu. Alright, so these great souls, generally they have taken birth uh, in uh, in South India for some reason. Okay, and other places also definitely. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth in West Bengal, and Sri Krishna took birth in North India. Okay, so yes, Padmanabha Swami temple is there in Kerala. Very beautiful. Alright, so Madhvācārya, he propagated the doctrine of Vishishta Dvait. Okay, he said there are two. There are two. If you see Madhvācārya's image, okay, you see his fingers, he's pointing out two. Two. That means God is there and the jiva, the soul is there. Okay, that was his philosophy, that God and soul, they are different. Okay, they are different. That is the philosophy propagated by Madhvācārya, and that is known as Vishishta Dvait, or duality with varieties. Alright, so what is the name of the second sampradaya? Can someone tell? Can someone tell what is the name of the second sampradaya we just saw? Brahma Sampradaya. Very good. And who is the Acharya of the Brahma Sampradaya? Madhvācārya. And who's the founder?
Lord Brahma.
Lord Brahma. Okay, very good. Very good. Alright. Now we come to the Rudra Sampradaya. Alright. So the Rudra Sampradaya was propagated by whom? By Viṣn Swami. Okay. Under Shuddha Dvait, or pure transcendental duality. Saint Vallabhacharya's philosophy forms a branch of this sampradaya. It is believed that this sampradaya has originated from Rudra, or Lord Shiva himself. Right? And the Kumāra Sampradaya, the main exponent is Nimbāditya, who propagated the doctrine of Dvait Advait, or simultaneous oneness and duality. This is said to have originated from Lord Brahma's sons, the four Kumāras. Okay, the Chatur Kumāras. Oh, sorry. How many of you know about the four Kumāras? Okay, Avik Prabhu knows. So these four Kumāras, they are the sons of Brahmas. They are the sons of Brahma, Brahmaji. So Brahmaji, when he was doing creation, he firstly created these four. And he said that now you have to get married and start to create families. Okay? But they said, oh, we don't want to take all this burden. So they cursed themselves. These four little boys, they cursed themselves. They were very self-realized, although they were little kids. That may we never grow up. May we never grow up from being these small babies. Okay? So they are this age itself. Little boys of 4-5 years of age. They're just little boys from that time, from the time of creation. Okay, and they were the founders of the fourth sampradaya, known as the Kumāra Sampradaya. Okay, Kumāra Sampradaya. The main exponent is Nimbāditya, who propagated the doctrine of Dvait Advait, yes, and originated from the four Kumāras. Okay, so what was the name of the third sampradaya?
Rudra Sampradaya.
Rudra Sampradaya, yes. And who is the Acharya? Who is the Acharya? Viṣn Swami, yes, very good. And who is the founder?
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva, very good. Alright. And then the fourth sampradaya. What is the name?
Kumar.
Okay. And the founders?
Four sons of Brahma.
Four sons, or Chatur Kumars. Okay. And who is the Acharya? Nimbāditya. Okay, that's awesome. Also, Rudra Sampradaya. In Rudra Sampradaya, one more saint was named. Vallabhacārya. Very good. Okay, very good. So Vallabhacārya was a contemporary of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Alright. So now you've understood the four sampradayas. Everyone has understood. So we should be connected to one of the four sampradayas. Yeah, so see, and all of them, they were instructed by Lord Krishna in transcendental knowledge. Okay, so this is an image which shows, and then they all started their own sampradaya. Even I visited some temples of Rudra Sampradaya also in Prayagraj and a few places. More prevalent in Rajasthan and Gujarat. These two, the Rudra Sampradaya and the Kumar Sampradaya. Sri Sampradaya mainly in South India. Madhvācārya Sampradaya also in South India. But so the Sri Sampradaya also has a branch in North India which is known as the Rāmānandi Sampradaya. So one famous guru from the Rāmānandi Sampradaya is Rajendra.
Yes, Rajendra Das Ji Maharaj.
Yes, Rajendra Das Ji Maharaj.
Prabhu, have you heard of Raghavacharya?
Raghavacharya? No, I don't think so. So this is Rajendra Ji Maharaj. He also lives in Vrindavan. So Sri Sampradaya in North India is known as Rāmānandi Sampradaya. Okay, and their tilak is also a little different. So these sampradayas also branch out, right? But the main thing is that you should be connected. You should be connected. Like I mentioned, this is tilak of which sampradaya that I am wearing?
Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya.
Yes, so I said Gaudiya Sampradaya. So I didn't mention Gaudiya in the 4 sampradayas. Did I? So am I following some up sampradaya? Am I following someone? Yes, so it's a sub branch. There are many branches and sub branches. Like Rāmānandi Sampradaya is a sub branch of Sri Sampradaya. Okay. Similarly, Gaudiya Sampradaya, which I follow, is a sub branch of Brahmā Madhva Sampradaya. Alright. So here you can see it's written that SCON's teachings under the leadership of ācāryas Srila Prabhupada belongs to Gaudiya Sampradaya, which has its origin from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is considered to be Krishna himself and is the Pramānik Yug avatar for Kaliyuga for spreading the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. However, he himself got connected to Madhva Sampradaya after taking initiation from Sri Ishwar Puri, whose spiritual master is the famous Srila Madhavendra Puri. Okay. Thus we belong to the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, which in short is popularly known as the Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay, so if I say, so you see, I told you there should be an unbroken disciplic succession. Okay, now let us, yes, Avik Prabhu.
Prabhu, I can see many things that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is our Acharya, but he is one of our Ishtas in Gaudiya Sampradaya, right?
Yes. That's true. So see, starting from now we'll trace this entire lineage. Okay, starts with Krishna, then Brahmaji, then who was disciple of Brahmaji? Narad Muni. Okay, Narad Muni. And who was disciple of Narad Muni? Krishna Dwapain Vyas, or Ved Vyas as we call him. Yes, and Madhvācārya, he got his knowledge from whom? He got his knowledge directly from Vyasdev. Now you might ask, but Madhvācārya was in 13th century. Vyasdev was 5,000 years back. How is it possible? Vyasdev is a Chiranjeevi. Yes, he is going to live till the end of the Kaliyuga, and is still present there in Badrinath, in a place known as Uttar Badri. This Uttar Badri is not in our dimension. Ordinary souls like you and me cannot access it. Yes, Nar Narayan Rishi is there, Vyasdev is there, Hanumanji is there. Okay. And
Prabhu, where is Ashwatthama?
Ashwatthama is not in Uttar Badri. He is roaming here and there somewhere. They say there's a place in MP known as Kalinjar or something like that. They say Ashwatthama is there, but who can say? Although he's a Chiranjeevi, but he's not considered
There
that.
are YouTube videos on it that people saw him.
I don't know. I never saw, so I cannot tell. Okay. So then Madhvācārya went to Uttar Badri and he learned from Vyasdev, and then he came back to Udupi. Alright. Then there is his disciple Padmanabha, Narhari, Madhva. So see, everything has been preserved. Jaya Tirtha, Gyan Sindhu, Dayanidhi, Vidyanidhi, Rajendra, Jayadharma, Purushottam, Brahmanya Tirtha, Vyas Tirtha, Lakshmipati. Then we have Madhavendra Puri. Alright. So the Sampradaya begins to sub-branch a little from Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri is a very important ācārya. Very, very important ācārya. So we can do a separate session on Madhavendra Puri. But he is the one because of whom the Srinathji DT. Srinathji, you know? You know Srinathji? This is Srinathji in Nathdwara, near Udaipur. Okay? So Srinathji appeared to Shripad Madhavendra Puri. Okay? That I am buried under the soil. Get me out. Get me out of here. Okay? Get me out of here. So Madhavendra Puri is a very important ācārya for us. Okay? Then there is Ishwar Puri. Ishwar Puri is the disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Okay? And he used to stay in Gaya. Alright? And then there is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For those of you who don't know, and here also it says, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is considered to be Krishna himself and is the Pramanik Yug avatar for Kaliyuga for spreading the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Krishna has taken the form, the avatar of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay? In Kaliyuga, for what? For spreading the glories of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 500 years back. And the place we are going to, which is Navdeep or Mayapur, is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, if you go to Bengal or Odisha, right, then there is no doubt in your mind that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God. Even if you go to Sri Mandir, yes, in Jagannath Puri, you can see the footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can see the stone that he has melted. So, before the Garud Stamba, if you stand behind the Garud Stamba in Jagannath Puri, you can see that with his thumb and his finger, he has melted a stone. Okay? Even today. Shubhankar Prabhu, have you seen? Udit Prabhu, have you also seen? In Puri? No, not seen? Okay, then we'll see. In February, we'll go and we'll see. Okay? So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his footprints are there. And you see, there are so many places. So many places. There is the room where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to stay. It's still there. In Alarnath temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has melted stones. He has melted entire stones there in Alarnath temple. Alarnath is also a temple near Jagannath Puri. I guess it's around 20 kilometers. So this is the Alarnath deity. There also he rolled on the ground and the stones were melting. Yes. So if you go to these places, these wonderful places, and there's so many other places. There's a tree called Siddhavakul where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he planted one datun and it grew in the form of a tree. And one time when they were trying to cut that tree started to bleed, and that tree is completely hollow from the inside. People don't know how this tree can grow and survive to such a big structure when it is completely hollow from the inside. Yes. So there are so many wonderful places that we have to go. Yes. And we have to see. Yes. People say seeing is believing. Then come to God Desh, come to West Bengal, and come to Odisha. You will see. You will see with your own eyes how wonderful these places are, how wonderful these things are. Yes. So it's very important. Very, very important. So anyways,
There are few places in Jharkhand too.
yes, in Jharikhanda also some places are there. Yes. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he's mentioned in scriptures. For those of you who want praman from scripture, Krishna says that I will take birth in the form of a Brahman in Kaliyuga, and I will propagate the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra as the Yuga Dharma. Okay, I will propagate this as the Yuga Dharma. Alright, so this is the reason for Lord Chaitanya's advent. And he's a Chan avatar. Chan avatar means that he's hidden. He doesn't want to be recognized as God. Okay, wants to be recognized as a devotee of God. All right. Basically, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sri Krishna with the mood of Srimati Radharani. Okay, so he's Radha and Krishna in one form. Okay, so that is what they're trying to tell here. So coming back, so Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took, see, even when God comes, he also goes and learns from a guru. When Krishna took birth on the earth, he went to a guru, Sandipani Muni, and learned. Yes, but today's Tom, Dicks, and Harry say that we don't need a guru for God realization. Okay, so that's not right. Okay, that is foolishness. So even he took initiation, he took Diksha from Ishwarpuri. Okay, then we have Srila Rup Goswami. Rup Goswami is the founder. Rup and Sanatan Goswami are the founders of Vrindavan Dham. Vrindavan was lupt. Okay, Vrindavan was lupt. It had gotten lost 5,000 years after Lord Krishna's birth. But Rup Goswami and Sanatan Goswami established the very first temples in Vrindavan. Okay, so the very first temple in Vrindavan is not Banke Bihari temple. Banke Bihari came in the 1800s. The very first temple in Vrindavan is Shri Govind Dev Ji temple. Okay, it was 7-story tall. Now only 1 story remains. Why? Because this temple was so glorious that Aurangzeb could not tolerate it, and he asked his soldiers to attack, and they broke the 6 stories, and now only 1 story remains. Yes, this was the first temple that was established in Vrindavan, when Vrindavan was being founded all over again. Alright, this was the very first temple. Yes, and do you know why Aurangzeb got even more angry? So this temple was so glorious that it could be seen from Mathura also. Mathura, which is 20 kilometers away. What to speak of Mathura, some people even say that it could be seen from Agra, which is 60 kilometers away. It was such a glorious temple. One day Aurangzeb saw some shimmering lights. He said, "What is this?" Then his soldiers told him, or his ministers told him, "Oh, it's a temple. It's a temple of Govind Dev Ji." Okay? He got very angry. Very angry. How can the Hindus have an architecture that even the Muslims don't have? Then he said, "Who built this temple?" Then the soldiers, yes, that's true. Then the soldiers told him that, "Oh, actually, it was built by the saints of Vrindavan, but it was sponsored by your great grandfather Akbar." Okay. Then he went completely crazy. Completely crazy, they say, the historians say. He like his body began to shake, and he got in such a fit of rage. He said, how can a Muslim king, how can a Muslim emperor build a temple of Vishnu, a temple of Krishna, like that? He got really, I mean, the first anger was, how can the temple be so glorious? But as the historians say that, you know, the major part of his anger was, how can my great grandfather build such a glorious temple? That made him even more angry, and immediately sent his soldiers, go and destroy that temple. It was great good fortune that one of the Rajputs was there, and he sped on his horse like anything, and he informed that the soldiers are coming, hide Govind Dev Ji. So that is why the original deity of Govind Dev Ji today is in Jaipur, because he had to be shifted to Jaipur. Alright, so a little bit history. All of this can be discussed in too much detail. Okay, I'm just giving you the glimpses. Anyways, so his disciple was Raghunath, his disciple was Krishna Das, his disciple was Narottam. Narottam is the one who wrote this song, Shri Guru Charan Padma. You see, Narottam Das Thakur. Okay, so he wrote this song that we discussed. Alright, yes, Avik Prabhu, I'll just close it. Then his disciple was Vishwanath. Then we had Baldev and Jagannath. Then we had Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Then we have Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And then we had Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He spread Krishna Bhakti all through India. Alright. Through the Gaudiya Mutt. And then we had A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder ācārya for the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and he spread Krishna Bhakti all across the globe. we'll continue from this point in our next session. Yes, and Srila Gurudev Bhakti Dhi Damodar Swami Maharaj, whose picture I showed you today on the WhatsApp. So Srila Prabhupada's disciple is Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj, and his disciple is Bhakti Dhi Damodar Swami Maharaj. Okay, so like that, bottom line is always be connected. Okay, you can choose whoever you want to choose as guru. Okay, there is no compulsion like you have to choose this person, this person, this person, and there should not be any compulsion. It's a personal thing. I cannot force you to marry, this girl. Oh, this girl is very good, marry him. Or this boy is very good, just marry him. No, not like that. It should be your choice. Yes. Similarly, accepting a guru should be your choice. Okay. Don't ever get coerced or forced into having to choose a particular person as your guru. Okay. All right. So yes, Avik Prabhu.
So, Prabhu, actually, many people don't know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stopped the Islamization of West Bengal.
Yes. It was through his efforts. Otherwise,
Otherwise, at that time, it was very hard for us to be survived.
yes, that's true. That's true. Not only did he propagate bhakti, but he also did put a check on the. So the Qazi and the Nawab. The Nawab was also very scared of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because if you have the numbers, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the numbers on the street, he could do anything. He could do anything because he had the numbers on the street, right? If you have numbers, you have everything, basically. It's a numbers game, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the numbers, and the Nawab was very, very, very scared of him. So Nawab said, okay, fine, I just want to rule. Yes, I just want to rule, so I'll not disturb these people, and you don't disturb me. Yes. So and even many Muslims were following him. Haridas Thakur, he was a Muslim. He was a Muslim, and he chanted every day. Every day he chanted 192 rounds. Yes. So bhakti is non-sectarian. Even the same point Prabhupada was making in the starting, in the lecture, that bhakti is non-sectarian. Okay. If you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and you feel something, if you feel elevated, okay, then why do you have to be stuck to the idea, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Jew, I'm a Hindu, I'm a Sikh, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm young, I'm old, I'm whatever. This mantra is for everyone. This is the Yuga Dharma. We just read Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us this Yuga Dharma of chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? This is very, very important. Very, very important. And it is, the Yuga Dharma has to be for everyone. It's not just for the Hindus. Okay?
Actually,
it is for
Prabhu,
everyone.
it's some maybe some pious activities of us, and by Lord's grace we are in India and we are Hindus, so actually this thing more, and other are in Bhog Bhumi, so they don't even care about these things, and we are in Karma Bhumi in Bharat, so people think that, oh, these people are Hindus, but it's actually not like that.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Even I was an atheist, before I picked up many things, but Krishna consciousness is the one that stuck to me. Before that, I was atheist, and I tried so many things. Brahma Kumari's Art of Living, Divine Life Society, Transcendental Yoga, and so many things, like endless number of things I tried over the years, and at last, I I came to Vrindavan, and then I saw the beautiful form of Krishna. Rup Goswami says, if you want to maintain your sanity, you should not go to the bank of the Yamuna and have darshan of Govind Dev Ji. Because once you have darshan of Govind Dev Ji, you will completely lose your sanity. Okay? Completely lose your sanity. So I kind of lost my sanity 10 years ago in this holy land of Vrindavan where I am seated today. Yes? So, and this kind of sanity everyone should lose. Okay? Having fallen completely in love with the beautiful transcendental form of Govinda Ji. Yes. So, also, we are planning a small trip to Jaipur in January. Let's see if we can actually make it for 2 to 3 days, where we will discuss the pastimes of Govinda Ji and Madan Mohan Ji. All right. So, anyways, yes. So, Krishna Bhakti is for everyone. Having said that, let us chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then we can drop. When you chant the mantra, now remember, this is Yug Dharma. Okay, this is Yug Dharma. This is non-sectarian Yug Dharma. This is for everyone. Alright, chanting is for each and everyone. Alright, so we chant the Panch Tattva mantra first, one time, and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 108 times. That completes one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Once you've done your chanting for the day, please go to the Sadhana Sangha group and you can report how many rounds you're chanting every single day. Alright, and we recommend all of you who are here in this group to at least chant 2 to 4 rounds every day. It will take around half an hour, but this half an hour will be worth it. It's your time to connect with God, okay, and disconnect with the world, okay. Should not have chanting bead in one hand and mobile in the other hand, and watching pics of your crush on Instagram, okay. That should not happen, okay. This is our time alone with Krishna. Sahibdeep Pro, I'll answer that in DM, okay. You can DM me. It's our time to be alone with Krishna, okay, and we give Krishna our full attention, so Krishna will also give his full attention to us. Alright, so when we chant, we hear the mantra very carefully, very, very carefully. We hear the mantra, each syllable that we are chanting, we hear very, very carefully. That is what is very much needed to be done. Alright, simple as that. Chant audibly so you can hear, alright, and hear the mantra very carefully, and don't be distinct when you chant, okay. All the syllables should be clearly audible, like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Not like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Don't do that, okay. Okay, every syllable should be clearly audible. It's not a race. You're not racing to finish a fixed number of rounds every day, okay. We are trying to show our love for the Lord, okay, and it begins with chanting, okay. Begins with chanting. Alright, so let us start to chant. You can unmute and chant the Panch Tattva mantra after me, and then we'll chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. Alright, so you can unmute and repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jai Shri Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
Prabhu Nityananda,
प्रभु नित्यानंद
Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा.
Let's chant together now Hare Krishna Mahamantra with great respect, affection, and attention. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,